Hello you guys, it's Lordy. I am back with you guys about medical billing and coding, more information. But this time, I am not going to get detailed, well, you know what? Let me just tell you this. Private school versus public school. There you go. That's what we're going to talk about and the options of going to medical billing and coding. So when I do researches, there is not a lot of information about health information management and health information technology. Well, I believe that you will find more information on health information technology instead than HIM. Technically. Even to the public school I went to, I literally, if I was going for HIM, I would have to do the associate in the public school and then transfer to a university to do the HIM. Now, a young lady actually commented below under one of my videos, and I think the title was There is Hope on billing and coding. So watch that video, look at the comment below, and you'll find the information she had provided. And thanks you, because that information was very helpful, and I believe it was going to be helpful for all my viewers. Now, a lot of people make this mistake, believing that going to a university is the way to go for school. Whoop-to-do. Let me tell you something. What's important, it's what's coming out of your pocket toward the end of the day. Medical billing and coding, I will not say it's a bad thing. I won't say that. But what I will say is do not be tricked in those schools, in the program that they have. Okay. Now, a public school, it have a variety, big classes, you know, big classes, okay? So sometimes you feel that you don't get the attention that you want. But guess what? It's way much cheaper. When I mean way much cheaper, you can find a public school that's gonna give you this program for under 10,000. And the reason why I'm saying 10,000, under 10,000, is because if you are an international student, you're probably gonna pay a little bit more than someone who's in state. So I can say it could be around 8,000 estimated. So that's why I said 10,000. Now, but if you're in state, depending what state you are in, each state charges different. But here, when I looked at the public school, which is actually the program price around $5,000, I believe. $5,000 or $3,000, around that, $3,000 to $5,000, playing around that amount. Now, that's affordable, okay? For me, I believe that's affordable, because if I had something for like $5,000, I would have been paid it off, because that's basically what I'm paying for mine, but not really. After financial aid took their money, after I've paid money while I am still going to school, I was paying while I was going, and it was reducing my amount, so it became less. So imagine that. Now, plus the interest always taking your money away. Now, so private school, which is where I've went, which I'm a prime example, very good example. Now, when you go to this private school, the wonderful thing about it, they have small classes. Now, that means you have more closeness with your teacher, your professor, and with your classmates, okay? Now, with medical billing and coding, you don't have to always go to the campus, because you can do it on a computer, you can do it from home, hybrid way. But some people, you choose to go to this campus instead. But I went and did it from home. Okay, I'm back. So, private schools, when it comes to medical billing and coding, you're gonna be around 20,000 if you're in South Florida. About. Now, the one thing I did not like about private schools down here, they will not disclose the price to you. They will tell you to come in or set an appointment so you can sit down with them and they'll discuss that with you. Now, when they discuss this with you, they'll be so hyper and hyped to give you the information. And let me tell you, you're not gonna walk there without signing up or signing something, unless
you have someone like me.
you have someone that's strong enough to tell you, don't sign it yet. Do your research. Please, I advise you, do your research. Research. Because there is no difference from someone who's going to a private school and public school. Toward the end of the day, you're both going to get your certificate. Both of you are going to get your certificate. Now, private, 20,000 and up. Public, 5,000 and down, or 10,000 and down. Guess what? Toward the end of the day, you're both going to get the certificate. One, private, you're not going to finish it anytime sooner. Public, you're going to finish it within 2 years. You can finish it within 1 year, or you can finish it within 2 years. But public or private, you can probably be there 2 years, 3 years, still paying that thing. Because I'm already working for the company I applied to from that school and everything. I've been working there for like 2 years, and I'm going toward my 3rd year now. When this year ends, to go to next year, I'll be 3 years there. But let me tell you, I am still paying my loan, and yes, it's getting lower, but it will take time. So, it's gonna be paid, but eventually, look, toward the end of the day, the choice is yours to make. Either you want, the only thing that's kind of where they catch you when it goes to private school is that they're very, I repeat myself again, they are very flexible. Okay? Now, when I say public school, there's 2 different type of public schools you can go to. One, you can be a person where you choose to go to a technical school, you get things done within a year. That's someone who want to get a job as soon as possible, and you have responsibilities, you got bills to get paid. Go to a technical school would be a good advice, because it's 1 year, and by that 1 year, you get your extern, you get your experience you need to know, and then you get your certificate. Once you get your certificate, you can work, and by chance you can get lucky. Now, if you go to the public school, that's to get us a degree. That's 2 years or more, I guess. 2 years. It should be 2 years. And just know that it's gonna take you time to start working, unless you do by the time you do your intern. But the person who's going to a technical school basically start before you because they have 1 year. But technically, it's not that. I'm not gonna say it's hard or easy to get a job, because everybody has their own chances, and there are some people from the time they leave, boom, where you do your extern, where you do your intern, you automatically get your job there. Some people get lucky just like that, but some people they don't get all that chances that easy. Depends. Now, the one thing about private schools, certain ones, not all of them, is the fact that it's the credentials. I was doing research and about students going to school for certain things, and certain schools, their accreditation is not even worth anything. Like the school that I came from, I went to an interview, and seriously, I was so surprised. Like, they told me like, hey, We actually have a student that actually come from your school, and when they came in, they had no idea what they were doing. Okay, like they didn't have the experience. They had to basically train them, and they needed someone who know their stuff. And I was like, I know my stuff, but hey, based on that prior student, they were judging based off how the students were when they came in for the externship, and I was like, hey, I can't do anything about that. But it really looked bad. Sometimes you go to, depending on what school you go to, you're not gonna get hired that fast. And the reason why I got this job that I have is because the school coordinator, I believe that the people, the career person, have connection, communicate with those jobs that we apply to, talk to them, and know if they do need people or not need people, however they do the connection. But I applied, and she already connected to them already, and I ended up going. Because when I went to my job, I actually find multiple students that went to the school that I went to. So, hey, and to the end of the day, all of them don't want to go back to school for the same thing again. So all hopes are gone for them. But for me, I will be doing my best, hopefully in the near future, not this year, but maybe next year or so, where I'll get into the HIT method. Because, let me tell you, the person who oversees me at my job is a HIM. And I'm like, what is she doing that I can't do? And what we're doing basically what she's doing. And the only difference is that she gets paid more than we do. Why? Because she has a degree. Higher than me, so on. It makes more sense. So, the only beautiful opportunity is that she gets to work from home some days. Once a week, she works from home. Or if she wants to, 2 times a week, she gets to work from home. So I strongly do believe that you can work from home in this type of study. Yes, you can, but you gotta get good at what you're doing. You have to get into those books. You must not forget your books. Don't throw them away, okay? Because trust me, they will come in handy in the near future for you to study. Because I believe that coding is something that you're not gonna just know just like that, but it takes time. And you're not gonna know all the codes in your head. So, yeah. Just be wise in what school that you are going, and look at the reviews, the complaints. Trust me, whatever school you wanna go to, Google it up, and then put the name of the school, put review, and you're gonna see all the reviews that the students are saying. The cons, the pros, and listen, I've reviewed a lot of universities, a lot of private schools that in the state of Florida. Look, these reviews are terrible. Like, it feels like there's a lot of private schools that are scamming, taking people money, and toward the end of the day, they're not getting any results. And it's like, wow. If I did a personal video and show you guys reviews of certain schools, you guys would be like, OMG. Even if I wouldn't even say the name of the schools. All I would do is sit there and read the reviews, like 4 to 5 reviews on each different university that's here in South Florida. You'll be like, OMG. Better to go to a public school instead. Okay? So, now, the one thing, okay, now, the one,
Get back, guys.